Welcome to Revenge Lollipop. Don't forget to subscribe, let's begin. My daughter's fingers were cold when she slipped them into mine. We were standing at the bus stop. 2 bags, 2 broken souls, and nowhere left to go when a black luxury car glided to a stop in front of us. The window slid down. It was my aunt. Her voice trembled like she was holding a secret too heavy for her chest. Get in quick. I need to tell you something important. That's when the tremor inside me finally stilled because I already knew the truth was close and I was ready for it. My husband Jake used to smile at me like I was the center of his world. Or maybe I only remember it that way because I was desperate to believe it. We married young. We built everything together. Our home, our little shop. Dreams so soft they felt fragile in our palms. For years he held my hand as if I was his anchor. But anchors can drown you just as easily. 3 years ago he left for work and never returned. Missing no body, no clue. Just an empty bed and a daughter asking questions I couldn't answer. His family didn't mourn him. They turned on me. In their eyes, a woman without a husband becomes weight, a burden. They threw me out last month, calling me bad luck. I didn't argue, not because I was weak, but because I had started to see pieces that didn't fit. A year after he vanished, I noticed his bank account had activity. Not withdrawals, transfers, small ones, regular, precise. Someone was keeping an account alive. Then came the message. An unknown number at 2:14 a.m. Tell her I'm fine, and tell her not to call again. I never said a word. Not to police, not to his family, not to my own heart. Instead, I started paying attention. People talk when they think you're broken. People slip when they think you're harmless. I listened. I collected details. Patterns, whispers, a name. His cousin, Abab. The one who moved into Hamza's shop after he disappeared. The one who always avoided my eyes. The one who suddenly had money he never worked for. The pieces clicked loudly in my mind. I stopped waiting for miracles. I started preparing for war. I spent nights studying property laws, inheritance rules, financial tracing, days pretending confusion so they would stay careless. I documented everything, every deposit, every transaction. I hired a private investigator using the last hidden cash I had. And when he returned with photos, my blood froze, then boiled. Jake alive, living in another city beside a woman, a newborn in his arms. A house bought with my years, my sweat, my sacrifices. He hadn't been kidnapped. He hadn't been harmed. He had walked away. And his cousin helped him. My grief died that day. What replaced it was sharper. I didn't confront him. Confrontation gives warning. I preferred consequences. I filed a missing person fraud case using the PI's evidence. I froze the shop assets legally mine through documented investment. I initiated a petition against Abab for financial misuse. And I claimed full inheritance of Jake's share under the presumed death law, knowing it would force him out of hiding the moment authorities traced him. He fell straight into the net, I will. 2 weeks later, the police notified me. Your husband is alive. He came to dispute the inheritance. Alive, desperate, exposed. I felt nothing. Just precision. The car door opened. My daughter climbed in. I followed. My aunt's hands were shaking on the steering wheel. She whispered, Beta Jack didn't go missing. He ran with Ahbab's help. They said you would ruin their plans if you stayed, and now they're fighting because he wants to come back. Ahbab says he took his place and won't give it back. My breath didn't hitch. I had expected this. She continued, they're both blaming each other. Police have called them in. It's all going to explode. I finally spoke. Good, because it was time. When we reached the police station, they were both there. Jake's face drained when he saw me, like a ghost had returned to collect what was owed. Abab looked worse, sweat pouring, eyes wild. I stood calmly in front of them, my daughter on my hip, my evidence in my bag. 3 years, I said quietly. 3 years you left me to die. 3 years you built a life with my money. Jake opened his mouth, but I raised a hand. I'm not here for answers. I'm here for closure. The officers escorted them inside. Fraud, abandonment, property theft, conspiracy. Their downfall echoed in their footsteps. I didn't look away, not once. When the door shut behind them, my chest finally loosened. Not with pain, with freedom. My aunt reached for my hand. Are you okay? I smiled, a small, steady thing. I didn't just survive, I said. I won because he found out who took his place. And I made sure they both paid for it silently, cleanly, completely. And as I carried my daughter back to the car, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Control. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.